All right, everybody, we're gonna keep going. It's getting late, but man, it's night one. I'm having fun. Let's at least get one more season in there. It is true, you know, I did just mention a minute ago about draft picks. The Clippers do not have a pick in the 1986 draft, but you do have 2 picks in 87, whereas the Bulls have their first rounder and Cleveland's second. I have 3 picks in the 87 draft. So as it stands, no picks for San Diego in the 86 draft. So maybe that changes how you guys think about the team. Do you still want to go for it with the core of Cummings, Thorpe, Outlaw, Randall, and then veterans like Reed, Cartwright, and Nixon around the team? Or do you maybe look to sell off those veterans and try to get a first-round pick for this year's draft? You guys got to decide what way you want to go about this, and if you want to continue to try to build up. You don't have too many assets, though, aside from draft picks, to sell and really improve the team. You really only have those future picks. So talk about it amongst yourselves. And I'll keep an eye on what's being said. For myself, I'm probably, again, going to look to take a bit of a down year. More than likely. I do have good depth, though. Watley and Webb. Reggie and Dumars. Mitchell in the middle. Only has C potential, Sam Mitchell. That's a shame. We did get some good depth in the middle. Got Greenwood at power forward. So if I get rid of Greenwood, Mitchell would have to play power forward. Obviously, Olajuwon goes nowhere. He's not contending for at least another year. It's probably more than another year, if I'm being honest. At best, it's Greenwood, Davis. So I am going to set this up to move on from a couple of veterans if I can. Davis isn't worth much. I might as well build around him. But if I can get something for Dave Greenwood, I should. If it was up to me, I'd use the nuclear option. Oof. The nuclear option being mentioned already. You have the assets to do it, though. All right. The untouchables for me. Going with the first-round pick this year. We're going with all those future firsts. I will not be giving up first-rounders anytime soon. Yeah, that's going to be my trade block then to start the season. Just a look at the game plan. Watley, Tejas, Davis, Greenwood, and Olajuwon. With Dumars, Mitchell, Rose. Webb isn't getting too much time. I'm going to expand the bench. Oh, good. My head coach absolutely sucks. I'm going to expand the bench up to 10 so that Spud Webb gets some playing time here. Getting a better superstar than I already have. Anyone comparable to Hakeem is essentially untouchable. That is true. At least in the meantime. You guys are in a very interesting spot. I'll give you that. Honestly, Mateus, this team isn't that bad. All right. Well, to me, then, it feels like you guys are in a situation where there are a couple of different options. So, we'll go, what do? Nothing. Stay the course. You have trade picks for improvements. You have the nuke option. That's pretty much it, right? Stay the course. Don't really do anything. You got trade picks for improvements. The nuclear option. I mean, you got the sell vets option. Then you got the nuclear option of trade everything. Kind of feel like your options at this stage. Move Reed now. Let's see, chat. What is your approach going to be to this season? You could try to sell the vets of Nixon, Cartwright, and Reed. Never know if they're actually going to move. Again, you get the nuclear option just once in a franchise. So if this goes the distance, you'll never have the option to be like, well, our core is not working, let's blow it up. You would have already used it. So keep that in mind. Right now it's close between sell vets and stay the course. Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't necessarily do any harm to put the veterans on the block and just see if you get any good offers for them. Doesn't hurt. But it is true. Like, if Reed goes, Randall ends up being the starter at guard instead of coming off the bench. He's a good defensive, physical player. Sell the vets. Wins. So, let's put those trio of veteran players, Nixon, Cartwright, and Reed, on the block. And you don't even have draft picks to put as untouchables. You really shouldn't put anything as untouchable. You should at least be willing to listen to offers. So I think we are good to start this new season. Before starting the season, the Bulls are projected to finish 4th. The Clippers are... I went right past them. 7th. Honestly, I didn't expect you guys to be that low. So... let's see what happens. Will both teams be as mid as expected? As I already get an offer, Watley for Rollins. That is not going to happen. Absolutely not. Another trade offer here for the Bulls. Dave Greenwood and Mo Westbrook for Dan Delk. Delk is 22, C potential. So he's basically... a further, like, he's a less developed version of Dave Greenwood. And Ricky Brown is better than Mo Westbrook, but is another big man at 27. He's not going to get much better. I don't hate it, right? I don't hate it. Does make my team worse. How old is Delk again? 22. He's got a long time to turn into Dave Greenwood. I'm going to take that. Welcome in, Mr. Delk. Make my team a little bit worse, which we had a couple of wins early on. Another trade offer for the Bulls. Watley and a second for Jeff Malone. 80 overall at 24 years old, B potential. Watley's an 84 overall, or an 80 overall at 23, B potential. I mean, Watley's younger. It's like we're barely getting better and giving up a second to do it. No, thank you. Plus, he's a guard, a shooting guard, not an outright power point guard. All right, you guys do get an offer. Norm Nixon for 28-year-old big man Daryl Dawkins, but you also get the Nets unprotected first-round pick in 1989. The 89 draft, highlighted by Cliff Robinson, Glenn Rice, Tim Hardaway, Sean Kemp. It's another one of like these type of drafts. You're not going to get the unbelievable Hall of Famer, but you can get a very good player. It is true, another big man isn't exactly what's needed. He's got 3 years left on his deal. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. For the record as well, you guys are currently 8-3 to start the season. Oh, the trade disappeared. Well, we know what it is anyway. I see a lot of people saying no anyway. It is true, a first for Nixon might be the best that you can get. We could go back to the trade if people wanted, but I'm seeing most people say no. Yeah, the Clippers were originally in San Diego, and then they moved to Los Angeles to beat the Lakers' little brother. All right, looks like the consensus was no on that. We'll see if another one pops up. Okay, there it is again, actually. It is true, Nixon's on a one-year deal. This might be your only shot at getting a first-round pick for Nixon, but you might get a better return if you wait. You know? So. You got options, but this could be worth it, it could not be worth it. Because, I mean, immediately then, Immediately then, Daryl Dawkins goes on your trade block. If you're getting rid of Norm Nixon, Daryl Dawkins just replaces him. Can we change it to an earlier pick? Nope. All trades are as offered. All right, I'm seeing a lot of people saying no. It's going to be a decline for now. Yeah, the 8-3 Clippers so far this season. Guys have actually been pretty good. I get an offer from the Suns that I am never going to take. 4-13 Bulls. Let's go, baby. All right. Well, a deal for Reggie. 28 years old. It's the Sonics' first round pick this year. It is top 3 protected. But another first round pick this year for a 28-year-old sounds pretty good to me. And Russ Davis, who's just a filler. Where are the Sonics in the standings? So I'll be making them better, which is good.
Trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Got the Nicky Puddles for the follow, by the way. I'll be making them better and taking their first in the process. Now, if it's top 3, they keep it and I get next year's, but still, it'll push them further up and make my job easier of trying to be shit and finish dead last. I pretty much have to take that. We're a bad enough team with Reggie anyway. Yeah, we got to take that. Just the value of it's huge. So Seattle, even though it's top 3 protected, we're doing that. That's a win-win for me. Not that I wouldn't have minded keeping Reggie around, but that gives Joe Dumars starting time, which is awesome. And now it looks like I can drop. Did I want Mark Wesley to play? Not really. I can drop the bench depth back down to get Dumars and company more time. So we got a very, very young team here in Chicago and a very, very bad team at that. And then I beat the Sonics. Fuck me. Clippers get an offer. Bill Cartwright for David Thompson with second-round pick swaps. Thompson is a 31-year-old forward guard. Cartwright's a 20-year... Yeah, it's just not even worth it. It's not even worth it for you guys. I mean, it would make Outlaw your starting center. But then Thompson ends up being the second choice forward and guard. You might as well hold on to Cartwright and hope that you can, if you were going to trade him, which you guys are 16-8 right now, if you were going to trade him, then, you know, you'd want to do something else. That said, you guys are in 3rd in the West right now. I genuinely think you need to go all in. I'm playing the long game. I got a shitload of draft picks. I'm ahead on the long game. Chad, if I'm you, I go all in. I start saying first round picks are available in future years. You got to go for it at this stage. Because you don't even have a first round pick this year. The 87 drafts, again, is nothing overly special. Again, top players. I mean, Reggie Miller's not in the game. I mean, the 87 draft does have David Robinson and Scottie Pippen, but neither of those two are going to automatically turn your team. Like, it's not an Olajuwon. It's not a Michael Jordan. It's not a Patrick Ewing. Although, again, David Robinson, Scottie Pippen, very, very fucking good. But what are the odds you end up getting a high enough pick to take them? You know, you're at the point now where it's like, sitting in the middle isn't great. Shout out to Tingler for the sub, by the way. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. If you guys, and genuinely, this is just my honest opinion, if you sit in the middle, you don't have the draft picks, so you're not going to get the high enough picks. And unless you add a little bit more, you might not be good enough to beat the Jazz, to beat the Lakers, to beat the Celtics. If you sit in the middle, you're just kind of hoping for the best. If the roles are reversed, I'm going for it. 100% hand to God. Any disagreement about just changing up your trade block to say, fuck it, let's add? Any disagreements? It would be first round picks for future seasons. But at the same time, these first round picks down the road don't mean shit if you win this year. And you could. Like, genuinely, look at this team right here. If you add a little bit more, they could win. 100%. And I'm glad you guys are saying going all in, which is a terrible thing for me to suggest because it is the right move. And that's true. If it doesn't work, then you get to blow it up. Then use your nuclear option, get all the fucking picks. You know? So yeah, I mean, at this stage, it does make all the sense in the world to just be like, hey, we're open for business. Here's our first round picks, because you don't necessarily have the top-notch prospects. At least that you'd want to get rid of. Right? Like, Outlaw, Randall. You have Dotson, but he's 26. Yeah, you don't really have the option there. So, I do think you guys are making the right choice. Because at the same time, I don't think any of us expected your team to actually be this half-decent this early. Oh, I forgot about the 2K times. I do love that. Yeah, you guys are 16-8 on the season. Third in the conference as things stand. And you're winning games hand over fist right now, except to the Lakers and to the Jazz. Who, again, if it's not the Lakers or Jazz, you're fucking crushing it. Let's see. The Bulls offer, or not the Bulls offer, but I get offered Gary Norris. Generated big man, B potential. And Roy Hinson, another generated big with C potential. Move on from Ennis Watley, but I'm going to say no to that because I don't need the big man. I have Olajuwon. Bulls at 11-21, now 23-10 for the Clippers. As we are in January, we're closing in on the deadline. We'll see if any interesting offers come up. You guys do get an offer for Robert Reed. It's power forward Dave Greenwood, who's a bit of a veteran. If you move out Reed, you don't have great cover at guard, and you don't necessarily need to cover at power forward. That trade makes no sense for you whatsoever. How long until the deadline? About 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. Now, there was talk about the target list, and I get that. I would understand putting Reed on the block. I don't disagree. Again, if you keep Outlaw for the big man depth, you're looking good. I don't disagree that you guys, instead of the 1990, could put Reed on the block. The question is, what do you look to get? You got the point guard, you got a decent guard. I mean, you could look for a better guard. Cummings is awesome. Thorpe is still getting better. It seems to me the consensus is a shooting guard. We don't normally do the, hey, let's use the targets, but if you guys want, I will allow you to use the targets. Obviously, you won't be getting anybody from the Bulls. Do you want me to just put, like, the highest rated guards on the list? The Sidney Moncriefs of the world? Even World B. Free as a veteran? I want to just go through and add in some of the top guards. And, I mean, in fairness, like Paxson, you're not going to get him. So it's got to be somebody less than Paxson. Woodson's a 3-star. So you're looking at probably like a low 80 that you could feasibly get, unless they're a veteran and they're a little bit better. So like Sidney Moncrief's not going to happen. He's 4 stars. They're never going to do that for what you're looking to give up. But Jeff Malone at a 3-star from the Bullets, I would view that as a possibility. You're not getting Joe Dumars off me. World B. Free has been offered up a couple of times, so it makes sense to add him to your list. Dennis Johnson would be too expensive for you guys. Danny Ainge, you're looking for better than that. Johnny Davis, if there's a lesser option. There's Mike Woodson. Again, there's no way you're getting Dennis Johnson. He's 3.5-star. You'll be lucky to get a 3-star. There's just no way. Like, he's old, but he's not that old. You know? Like Jim Paxson isn't going to happen. Even Byron Scott's probably not going to happen. And again, you're trying to bait the AI into taking this trade, but there's no guarantees. Michael Cooper, 1 to 2 week injury, would not be bad, especially, too. You'd be taking him from the Lakers. Blackman's going to be too good. Birdsong is going to be too good. Could get Ricky Pierce back. And you get John Long, Vinny Johnson. Just trying to see if there's anyone else in that category. Walter Davis currently has injuries. Reggie Tejas, who I just traded to Seattle. You do have quite a few options. Tejas has those 30 badges. Davis is going to be too good. Vinny Johnson, honestly, your best option is Tejas with the amount of badges that he has. He's 3.5 star. So that's not going to happen. Again, I'm not going to waste your time. I kind of know what the AI will take and what they won't. Vinny Johnson at 2.5 would be pretty good. Clyde Drexler, there's no way. Again, you guys don't overestimate what these are worth and how the trade system works in this game. I feel like I set you up pretty fairly to perhaps land somebody. We'll see if they bite. Oh, baby. Hello. Dan Delk in a second-round pick this year from Cleveland for Blair Rasmussen and the Blazers' 1988 first-round pick, which is top 10 protected. Dan Delk is 22, 75, only a C. Rasmussen's a big man, 23, 70. Oh my God. So Rasmussen has a better potential at only a year older and one same overall, and they're offering me a first. If I don't win this one at this point, then man, this game fucking hates me. Like, I'm set up so well for the long game. This is nuts. I am absolutely taking that trade. See you later, Dan Delk. Thank you very much, Portland. Whew. I got nothing else on my trade block after that. Nothing else to worry about. I'm fucking good. We are good to go. I don't have a natural power forward, but that's okay. So with that, we are just about a week away from the draft. Will there be a trade offer to the Clippers? No. I'm going to decline that trade for Watley for me. Well, hello. I at least got to look at this. Watley for the Celtics, 1988 first rounder, top 3 protected. How good is Sean Brand? 25, 74, B-. That's not bad. Watley's only 23, though. And it's the Celtics. Obviously, they want Watley because it'll make them better. I am going to decline that for Boston. I am going to decline that. Watley, I think, can be a good piece for me. Will there be any other movement before the deadline? Doesn't look like it. That's it. The teams are locked in. The Clippers are the 3rd best team in the West, behind only the Jazz and the Lakers. And top 5 in the league overall. The Bulls are bottom 4 again. Man, the Sonics. Dude, I have their first round pick, but it's top 3 protected. I'm in the arms race again for being complete shit. Let's see how this season pans out. Let us find out. The Bulls are winning too many games. It's true, you guys never got a good offer. Again, the AI for future picks. I feel like they're more willing to give them up than they are to trade for them. You know? I am winning way too goddamn much right now. Let's stop simulating for the contract extension because we are in this far enough. Apparently Watley's thinking about... Yeah, see, that's why I normally don't worry about that because there's really not much that you can do. Let's go to April 1st and see what the scenarios are. Let's see. As the Bulls keep winning games, there's no way I'm going to be one of the worst teams in the league. There's no way. 30 and 45 for the Bulls. Unfortunately, yeah. Some of my play... Yep. Oh my fucking God, I'm in a playoff spot. Well, that hurts my tank idea a little bit. I'm currently in a playoff spot. shit. And the Clippers are the second best team in the league and have clinched a playoff spot. 50. You guys might win this. You guys might win this. You have a shot. 54-win team. You might get it done. Yeah, I'm 16th in the league. I couldn't be as bad as I wanted to be. But the Sonics, I mean, if they end up with the 4th overall pick, I take it. So, well, who's going to end up in the playoffs? Another win for the Bulls? A 1-2 week. As things stand, I'm the 9th seed. And you guys are currently 3rd because Utah is a division leader. So it's that type of standing. Wow. Let's find out who's making the playoffs in 1986. Magic Johnson, 3 straight MVPs to kick off the Magic era. Goddamn. Rookie of the Year, the Spurs, Patrick Ewing. No surprise. 6th Man of the Year, another rookie, Xavier McDaniel in Golden State. Defensive Player of the Season, Mr. Olajuwon. Most Improved Player for the Pacers, Clark Kellogg. Named, of course, after the cereal. Coach of the Year, the Lakers, Brad Nelson. And the Clippers had the Executive of the Year. 90 overall team for you guys. First team All-NBA, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins, and Akeem Olajuwon. Your all-rookie or all-defense team first is Jordan, Moncrief, Kevin McHale, Larry Nance, and Olajuwon. And your all-rookie team, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, Xavier McDaniel, Joe Dumars, and a boy Joe, and Hot Rod Williams. The Clippers are the 3 seed against the Nuggets, and the Chicago Bulls have made the playoffs and will take on the Detroit Pistons. I fucking traded my second best player and still made the fucking playoffs. With this team. How the fuck did this team make the playoffs? Fuck me. Well, I can't even look at my draft picks right now, so that kind of sucks. We are both playoff bound for the very first time, chat. What the fuck?